Hey there shoppers, it's Amy, and today we are doing a fun video where I'm going to compare two different commercial grade pour over coffee machines. These are your standard drip coffee machines. You know, the kind that you get at like a Waffle House or a diner. These are absolutely perfect. They're simple, they're easy to use. It's like a one-step process. You pour your water in, you put your grounds in here, and you've got some drip coffee later. No special cappuccinos, no frothing, nothing like that. These are just down and dirty machines that work for you. So these are perfect if you have a diner, if you have a small restaurant, if you want to put one of these maybe in your medical office, your law office for the staff. Perhaps you have a church where you want to put this in the fellowship hall. These are all perfect ways to supply coffee to a group of people quickly. I absolutely love that. They both also, not only do they work really simply, you know, like I said, water in, grounds in, make your coffee here, turn the buttons on, pretty easy. You also both have warming trays up here to keep an extra pot of coffee warm. So again, great for feeding a crowd. Again, catering, church groups, civic groups, your businesses, cafes, things like that. This is going to be perfect. However, I did notice that there are a few differences, and that's what I want to talk about today. You guys know that I'm a big fan of SYBO. We've checked out a few of their products on this channel before, and I've always been a big fan. So I wanted to see how they held up to the competition with BUNN over here. BUNN is maybe kind of the bigger name in the United States. I've seen this in a lot of restaurants locally, but I wanted to see how they stacked up together. I have to say that I've been really way more impressed with SYBO. And one of the biggest reasons for that right here comes down to this. This is where you put your filters, right? So over here on one side, we have food grade stainless steel. Over here, we have plastic. Now let's think about it. You fill this up with your grounds, you have your hot water dripping through there. Over here with SYBO, that hot water never touches plastic. And that's what you want. You don't want that super hot water, that water that is hot enough to turn coffee grounds into liquid coffee. You don't want that coming into contact with something it can kind of melt and denature and potentially leak out all sorts of weird toxins and whatever else. So I don't like my super hot water hitting plastic that I don't know what it's made out of. I would much rather it be going through stainless steel. So right there, right off the bat, I think that SYBO has the huge edge. I'll also say, on a personal note, just, you know, this is my own personal aesthetics, I really like that this is all kind of stainless steel on all sides. The SYBO has a lot of black right here in the middle, which is a fine look. But I think this just looks a lot sharper, and it's probably more likely to match a lot of commercial grade kitchens, a lot of catering spaces, a lot of modern kitchens as well. It just looks really beautiful. I'll also say I really enjoy the height difference as well. Over here with the SYBO, you can tell kind of I've got a standard countertop height behind us. This fits right in. This one over here, not so much. So if you're dealing with kind of a standard kitchen, you know, maybe in the back of your medical office or your church, this is probably going to fit in a lot better than this. Also, SYBO, you guys know that I've been a big fan of theirs for a long time, and that's because they are a fantastic company. You're gonna see that they have so many different 5-star reviews, wonderful customer reviews, and also they just have great customer service. Somebody that, you know, it's a company that cares, and they really back all of their things. They take care and they take really great pride in their product. And also not just like in getting the sale and getting you there, but they're going to follow up with you afterwards. So for 2 years, 2 entire years, they have a fantastic warranty that not only covers parts, but it also covers the full cost of a replacement unit if that happened to happen. But you know what? The reason why they're willing to do that is because they stand behind their product. They know that that is going to last and last and last. However, just so you have peace of mind, if something did happen, whether it's to a part or it's the entire machine itself, they will replace it at no cost to you for the first 2 years, which is absolutely incredible. That is an industry standard. It's an industry first. It's way ahead of the competition. You can't say so much for these guys over here. And I'll also say, just as a side note, I noticed when I was unboxing these, the SYBO is packaged with care. Everything is really taken care of. Everything is wrapped up. There's a lot of styrofoam. There's a lot of good packaging. Over here with the BUNN, this carafe right here was just freeloading the entire time. Like, it was just free range. It was just like around in the box, like floating on here. Had nothing extra packaged to it. And I think just those little things like that make a huge difference in a company that really, really takes pride in their product. They do their packaging, they do their warranties, they do their aftercare service, they have great customer service, and they stand by their product versus somebody who can't even wrap up a glass carafe when they ship it to you. So big differences in these. And also just plastic versus stainless steel. What do you want to be heating up to boiling? Do you want to be boiling plastic, or do you want something that is a little bit safer for you? I think I know what I want. On top of that, I really do prefer the looks of this, and definitely the size and the ease of use. So if you're looking for something, again, for cafe, church, restaurant, whatever it might be, your new fledgling catering business, if you're gonna throw weddings, whatever it might be, this is a great way to get coffee out quickly to a crowd. It's no fuss, no muss. Turn on a button, you pour some water in, put some grounds in, you've got drip coffee. Super easy. Put your carafe up here and keep this warm again, and make sure that everyone is nice and caffeinated and has everything they need. I absolutely love SYBO. I think they're a fantastic brand, and I hope that you learned a little bit today about the kind of differences between these. And if you are making a decision for your small business or for your community organization, you kind of can consider the differences between these two. And I hope that you will choose the SYBO, because in my opinion, that is far and away the best, not only product, but the best company behind the product that's going to stand by their product and stand by you. So I'm going to leave the links in the description below for you, so you can go ahead and check that out, and I encourage you to go ahead and get to shopping. Adios, amigos.